1 sec. There we go. Alright, hello. Yes. How are you, Evan? You there?
Yep, I was muted.
Oh, okay. No worries.
For a second, I didn't realize it.
Ooh. Hello, Emmer. I'm gonna fuss with my retainers because I'm like in the middle of leveling them. What does the Hildebrand quest start today then?
It is in the shopping district in Ushgard.
Okay. Sick.
There's also the New Year's event that still has to do.
That's right, I forgot about that.
It ends on the 18th.
That will probably be shorter than Hildebrand, so we should probably do that first, eh?
So I was late because I had to go to the sandwich store and buy a sandwich.
Is it a good sandwich? You enjoying it?
I ate it. It was good.
Excellent.
I just finished the last bite when I got a Discord call from Pocket Belt.
Well timed then. Teeners and I like both level 52 and started to bring back weird shit whenever I send them out on expeditions.
That means it's good.
I need shards.
When they bring back the weird stuff, that means they're doing a good job.
Yeah. The good shit. Alright. Where's the New Year's event then?
Oh, it's probably... They usually have it in Limsa Laminsa.
Alright.
Give me 1 second, though. I will have to go there, too. But I'm checking something.
No worries. Charging cable.
I also think the New Year's one is usually shorter.
It's kind of funny to me because I feel like New Year's matters a lot more to like Japan than Christmas does.
It wasn't that long last year, so I don't know.
Fair enough.
Progress was made on the ship part.
Yes.
It's on the last phase now.
Yeah.
And this is also the last part.
Duck back to the house. Let's go have a look. Let's come have a gander. steel ingots, I might have that on me. Sorry and leather, that's new. It wants the saucy shit now, yeah.
But it's also the last one.
It is. I might have the ingots on me already, for the dark steel at least. Leather will take some shenanigans, as well as silk. Easier. I started playing Destroy All Humans today. I saw actually. All the Steam note have come up and I was like, ooh. I intend to start Crosscode like very soon. It's basically the next thing I do. So that might be tomorrow, that might be Monday, either or. Treble. Destroy All Humans just makes me deeply nostalgic for the PS2. Closer.
Destroy all of them?
All of them.
Oh my goodness. That's so many.
You're not going for all the probes. Don't blame you. You need a map for that shit and directions even then for several of them. What was I doing? Right. Armor. Wait, no, it's blacksmith. Am I good enough to hand this shit in? I am. Oh wait, 1-6. I'm an idiot. I also get the other 4. Still, I'm glad you enjoy it. Just very fond of that game. I've been like briefly tempted at points to like stream the original because I have the PS2 emulation of it on PS4, and then stream the remake just back to back. I played Destroy All Humans 2, which I really liked. In some ways not as good as 1, I think, but I did like it. And I played the Wii one, which was garbage. And then I never played the last one, the 4th one, which was on PS3.
If it's the last one, I assume it wasn't good.
Yeah, from what I hear, it was worse again than the Wii one. Which is tragic.
Hey though, if they had to have sequels, I guess they didn't destroy all humans in the first one.
It spoils itself, unfortunately. There are ever more humans to destroy. I get the feeling we may well see a remake of 2 specifically. I'm not sure if we'll see remakes of 3, and they weren't called 3 and 4, but I don't know if we'll see remakes of 3 and 4. I guess it depends how easy they are to do, really. Griff leather. Sorry, leather. These are gonna be the super fancy ones.
You know, I just had a thought for a moment. I was like, what if there was a button in the crafter that would put on that specific crafter gear set? And I was like, that'd be neat, but then I was like, wait, you could just, because I forgot about the functionality, you can just put your gear sets on a hotbar and just quick swap between them like that.
You know, I never thought about that. Ah. That'd be a fun one, just have like hotbar 7, it's just all my crafter gatherer shit, smack buttons, immediately swap around it.
Hotbar 6, all your combat classes.
Yeah. That'd be a fun one to do.
Hey, before you head outside of the house,
Yes.
I want to tell you a funny anecdote.
By all means.
So we're listening to this little tune from Final Fantasy 15.
Yes.
I heard it the other day, though, as like a background music in a YouTube video or something. I've heard it so much in this game, and I've barely played 15 that I was like, this is a Final Fantasy 14 song, right? And I was like, no, wait, this was from the 15 event.
Bless.
And the guy who, the last guy who was in charge of the free company, he was the one who initially set the playlist for the house. So, it's been that way for over a year. It's just been this playlist. But then he added the Nier music at one point.
Yeah, it makes an interesting contrast. We've got like the peaceful, you know, restaurant music and shit, and then, you know, Nier automata music, which is, you know, flightful despair.
Ever since becoming the captain of the company, I haven't really touched the playlist. I could play all the jams.
Good. We can get orchestrions for our own rooms, can't we?
You can do that too. I have one in my own room.
Nice. I'll have to look into that. Play Locust all the time.
Yeah. I have some Alexander music on my music box. Alright, let's get to business.
Alright. Let's get amongst it. So, yeah, he's away. Let's go. Just wait for all the people to filter in.
I'm pretty sure it prioritizes loading party members on your screen too.
That would make sense, yeah.
That's why you showed up to me pretty early, while everyone else was taking their sweet time to load in. Oh, yep, it is right there in the seasonal event plaza.
Ah. Oh yeah, I forget if I said, because I don't know if it happened by the time of last stream. I don't think it had. You have managed to, through someone else, spread 14 again, Evan.
What have I done?
David has spread it to his fiancée, and she started playing with him.
Oh. Is she on the trial?
Actually, no, she isn't. She was on the trial for a bit, really liked it, and she's actually already went ahead and bought it because it was on PSN sale.
She could have gone all the way to Heavensward.
He told her that, believe me, but she's kind of, yeah, just go for it.
Well, everyone can invite everyone to the free company, so she can get in. David can invite her.
I'll let him know that, but she might as well.
Like, I invited all of you before I was the leader.
Hmm. Yeah, that's fun. On the flip side, we'll probably not have David join us for main story stuff because he's gonna hang out. You know, naturally he's gonna wait for her to catch up and play with her.
He's currently leveling Pugilist into Monk.
Yeah, he started that today, I think. He also finished his Machinist relic in pretty short order. Once the fire starts, he just keeps going and going.
But you cut out for... Did you say... Where was he again?
He was like partway through the Heavensward patch story, and he finished it. He had to go a bit further to unlock the containment bays.
Oh, okay.
I think like you mentioned earlier that he is actually as far as Nidhogg, you know, I guess 3.3 that is. So I'm glad in saying that I pound Mochi, this guy says, "Ah, a woman of culture, I see."
David can use her recruit a friend code, and the cycle continues.
Hmm.
I used Chris. Chris used yours. You used David. David used fiance. The chain lengthens.
Then it's her turn to find someone. After on Christmas, Hammer got a 150 € gift card for certain stores. Went him on to all of it. That's because it's kind of annoying to use in certain places, only physical store. Eh. From your job, that's pretty nice. Our job will give us like a £50 one for Sainsbury's like 2 years ago. This year they just give it. They've since introduced like a point system that you can use to get stuff through the company, and they're just kind of like, I'll just give you a bunch of points. It's like, assholes.
Last year was Year of the Rat.
Ooh.
And I'm pretty sure I said it, but they had Kern do it. And in retrospect, it was not your regular rat year, it was a plague rat year. So it's like, well, that was ominous when I played this in the January and did this last year's event.
Alas.
Ill tidings.
The mochi that ate Velbrand, oh boy. Alright. Let us go.
Yes.
Let's see. I got 150 € in eShop credit. Oh, bless you. Madman, but bless you. Ah, Christmas bear.
I'm surprised Chris didn't buy the Christmas bear when it was on sale.
So am I, actually, but he's went over that he wishes it was a polar bear, I think.
Yeah.
But still.
Now we wait.
Shouldn't be too long. Well, both printing games because they were still on sale in the eShop. Hey. So let me know how they're just ports, aren't they? Like they're not remix or whatever. Let me know how the port job is. Pardon me. I believe we have someone else waiting with us.
Yeah. As I was saying earlier, though, like, I never took away, once I became captain, the ability for every member to invite other members.
Mm.
And it hasn't been an issue, so I don't see any immediate reason why I should take away that ability from lower ranking members. Unless eventually we run into, like, some weird growth and it's like a problem member. But that's unlikely. This is a smaller group.
Yeah, I wouldn't fuss about David having that issue. He's very, yeah. Even if I told him he had free reign, he'd probably still come and ask you if you could invite her anyway.
Yeah.
Just because he would want it to be perfectly clear.
But yeah, just tell him, hey, you can invite your fiance, and also tell her she's got to find someone else to play the game now.
The duty has fallen to her. Number 2 is actually the first time it's been available in English as far as I know. I think that did come out originally on PSP as well. Like, very late, but I think it did. Don't quote me on that, though. That reminds me. Because in the interim since last time, I've also been fucking about again. Check it.
Oh, no, that's level 55, Astro.
Yep.
Hey, Gavin, how's healing treating you?
You know what? It's a lot easier than I thought it would be going into it. Because when I'm in a party or whatever, I can just hit up and down the cycle up and down the list.
That's one of the good features of the controller.
It's very nice. There is the thing of like how comfortable it is entirely based on the party, which is to say, you know, if they're largely behaving themselves and aren't just, you know, robotically standing in AoEs to keep doing damage, everything's fine. And if they're doing that, then it's like, oh no, oh Jesus, oh no, everything's going apart. Again, one of those things that makes me appreciate what you and I, Chris, do for our parties when we're together.
But
Astro, yep.
But DPS hit hard, big hit number, large, good.
They
Good
do.
hit.
And that's why, like, I will basically always be main DPS, and, like, for our antics, these will just be, you know, in case of emergencies or whatever, essentially. Because aside from just having variety to play by myself, it's also, like, you know, cheating roulettes for big money bonuses.
I've only leveled up Astro to level 35. But I did start leveling it, so I was like, oh.
You do basically have to, like, only do dungeons to actually level up. Because, you know, there's basically no other way. The neat thing is, it seems to just always give you a bit of gear. Like, it just kept giving me the next astrolabe I needed whenever I beat a dungeon, just automatically, without even through the loot pool, and I was like, oh. That's nice of you. It reminds me of Ghouls and Ghosts. Yeah, it really does. I played one on PSP eons ago. I didn't beat it, but I played it a good bit. It really is very Ghouls and Ghosts-like, which is nifty. Never did play 2. That's technically inefficient, but you know what? Have it anyway. Yeah. In some ways, healers are quite fun. It's, in smaller groups especially, it's quite nice being able to, when it's a party of four, it's pretty easy to keep track of everyone and everything.
But what do you think is more difficult?
I would say tanking is more difficult. No, because tanking, I think, involves a lot more needing to know things than uh, healing does. So with tanking, it's like just keeping control of all the enemies, making balancing with the other tank. You need to know. I think more than anyone else, you need to know mechanics, and you know, there's also the issue of just like, oh, I do believe this is us.
Hey, look at that guy. He's big.
He's massive.
Oh, look at that pot. He's gonna pound the mochi.
Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah. I'd say tanking is more difficult, but I would say that healing is more difficult than DPS as well. Just, the chain. Because you do have to, especially like the bigger the party size is, going up the air or whatever, like the more difficult it is. Because that's a lot of people to keep track of, and you can't always trust the other healer to be behaving themselves. A lot of them are pretty good, but every so often, and this is another thing I appreciate Chris for, because I notice a lot of times it's usually another white mage. A lot of time, they're just, standing around casting holy instead of healing people who are dying. It's kind of like, get sneaky this.
Kill the mochi.
It's funny that this is level 5, because it means low-level players can get in, everyone's fine, but also these patterns scare the shit out of someone relatively new to the game.
But yeah, in my opinion, I've felt healing was a little bit tougher than tanking.
I suppose
It might be that
yeah.
It might be that I'm doing healers second, and I have institutional knowledge of the mechanics.
Yeah. I was gonna say, it's probably like that, and you've been doing tanking longer. Okay, so see what I think whenever we're like, we're... oops, I have stabbed this ladybug. Just see what I make of it whenever, I'm doing more regularly doing both in places that I know everything off by, not by heart, but just everything I know. So it might also depend on healing paths, because like Astrologian has extremely little, if any, DPS options, and what you do have isn't very strong. So you can basically stand around just being all healer all the time.
I mean, that's the thing, is that White Mage also just has 2 attacks. It has the damage over time, and it has the ping, just a boop boop stone.
Yeah.
But then it also has an AoE.
Yeah, they do seem to have like just more damage, though, because Astrologian seems to do extremely little.
We got 10 Heaven's Turn tickets.
I noticed. That's interesting.
Time to go back. I'm not even. I'm just gonna walk there. It's
Yeah.
like right over there.
Fuck it, I'll just walk, yeah.
A casual stroll.
When you complained about how his character portraits are low quality. Well, we didn't do much to tidy them up from the PSP then. That poor bastard of a system. Do you think they'll regret that character name?
What was that?
Someone there has just like key smashed their name over and over again.
Oh. Yeah.
You think they'll eventually regret it?
Maybe. Who knows?
Who knows?
Also, one thing I like about Heaven's Turn is that there's still snowmans.
Right, no, if they kind of look like Mochi, wouldn't they?
Yes. Woo.
Whoa. Just imagine it as a bass tone, just boom. See. Happy New Year. Yep.
He's got
Adam
another one.
kicks. There's something satisfying about playing like Astrologian specifically. It's like the card thing is actually really nice, I think.
I think you might be right that it has slightly lower DPS, but that's the reason you have cards to make your DPS do more DPS.
Yeah, basically is that I buff everyone else's. In theory I could buff myself, but also I could just buff everyone else's and they'll just make up for me. Alright.
So I know we got those 10 Heaven's Turn tickets.
Mm.
From doing that last year, we got chunks of the mochi,
Hmm.
and that was turned in for some rewards. The reason I bring up that it was chunks of the mochi that we killed is because the description of it was horrible. Because it said, "You've cut up the sentient mochi. Does it still have a conscience, or is it still aware? Is it trapped, eternally yelling? Who knows? It tastes great."
That's a that's a bit morbid. I guess right enough, because if we have these caves, they must be made of the thing we just ganked them as well.
Yep.
Oh dear. Whoa.
What a fun ox.
Oh, Chris is logged in. What antics is he up to, I wonder?
Who knows?
Hey, I know you two. That's the kind of dart she needs an armed escort, really. There's something about, like, the constant cackle of seagulls for an event like this. It just feels a bit discordant but funny. Chris is logged out again. I wonder what he was in for. The wee character moments are nice. Yeah, y'all are Guildmaster. This guy, I think, hangs outside. Oh, he's the one from last year, okay. Hey. How about a kick? I do wonder what mochi tastes like. I've never had it.
Beats me.
I presume it must be pretty close to rice, but it does make me wonder that is it just rice or fun? Deal. Oh. Twitch app beeping at me saying, "Hey, you could use us to look at your chat." Nah, it's fine. You. Alright. Is that us then?
Oh, wait. Yeah. That's this all set, but there's a vendor.
Ah. Red one.
You can get the other one that you didn't get. As well as a little figurine.
Knock. I use the tickets for anything else, so might as well.
And then you can get Zoni and the... Yeah, you can get everything just by that one run. And I got more Magic Prism Advent Cake as well.
I just got a whole pile of Zoni. Stuff that is shoved down my hole when I'm doing gathering.
Magic Prism. Neat.
Nifty.
Okay. You can put the helmets in the armoire as well. They're free, I'm pretty sure. Like most seasonal events are.
That's good.
I'm gonna do that.
Here is this. Ah, it's just a mix of summer gear and. Okay, fair enough. Oh, we don't have an armoire in the house, though.
No, I have one in my room. But I just went to the inn.
I should have done that. I just instinctively went to the house, but yeah, I don't know.
You can buy an armoire for your room.
Binds to Britannia, I'll do it there.
The only thing you can't get in your room is a glamour dresser, and boy, howdy, does everyone wish you could.
Maybe eventually I'll be able to crack that logistical thing, but who knows?
And there's just one last thing I want to check before we start the main event.
By all means. If you make good use of gear, I tell you what.
You've really become someone who sizes up the outfits,
Might as well.
so you can achieve true fashion perfection.
Exactly. Gotta find all different ways to style. I've gotta, have astrologian now, so I need to actually give a shit about, robes and similar stuff now for that one. More. In these go. She was at the house. I could put the wee statue in my room. Even if I don't use it, but it's fine for now.
Yeah, if you come to Idleshield real quick, there's something you can pick up.
Alright. Coming up. There's one thing I'll say on the note of Astrologian, it is a pretty good healer. Because on top of, the cards and everything, has the ability Light Speed, which basically just turns off casting time for everything it has. Except maybe some of its DPS, and also, Raise doesn't get turned off, it just gets shortened. But you can basically just, then spam, Aspected Helios or, regular Helios and just pump the entire group through a big hit.
Yeah.
Where are you at?
I'm in the main building. We already looked at the Alexander gear last time, and it was like, oh, look at all that cool gear.
Yeah.
By grinding Alexander. But over here, you should have actually also earned just by completing it, like A12. You should have gotten an Alexandrian gear. If you talk to this person and go to Uncanny Knickknacks at the bottom, there's another song you can get.
Hey, Mobius. Why not? The gear.
That's all.
Nifty.
Just wanted to make sure you cashed that in.
That is all good stuff.
And now it's time for Hildebrand.
Sick. It's good to know that's there, though. That's another one to put on the eventual orchestrion playlist.
I said it the first time. I was like, the Revenants told it was like a little shack, like a lemonade stand.
Yeah.
This one's more like a bank.
Yeah, it has the whole like teller window thing going on. All of their ledgers and stuff in the back and all.
I like it here, it's nice.
Yeah.
Okay, and you haven't even seen the endgame hubs for the other two expansions yet?
Right enough, actually. They'll have their own. That'll be interesting.
Alright, let's get down to business.
Sick. Where are we going? Ishgard's Marketplace, isn't it?
Ishgard in the... I don't remember what it was called, but it was where all the shops are for NPCs and such.
Yeah.
The commercial district. Also, if you haven't unlocked Ishgard Restoration yet, you can just... It's right next to the Aetheryte, so you can just... It's the quest that's the post-it note on the wall.
I'll pick that up while I'm here.
So pick that up while you're here. Since you spend a sizable portion of just like, I'm doing nothing, I'm gonna go into Final Fantasy XIV and craft.
Yeah. Go gather stuff, craft stuff. I got my retainers up to like just over level 50 now, so they can also do gathering stuff for me, make some crafting stuff go easier.
Yeah, Ishgard Restoration, they made it so it unlocks after 3.3, but even though it was added during Shadowbringers, entirely because the whole plot of Ishgard Restoration is like, the House of Commons and Lords were like, we need I lost the word for a second. Infrastructure, there it is. I lost it for a moment. We need infrastructure after 1,000 years of war.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So they're kind of like, we should make things a bit less shit around here. That'll be fun.
I don't know why it took me a second to remember infrastructure.
Sometimes the brain farts.
Sometimes the brain doesn't neural pathway happen. And everyone's like, hey, we're pretty sure when Ishgard Restoration is done, Ishgard Housing is there.
That'd be nifty. See what that's like. Oh, yep, there she goes. You cannot help but wonder if you are about to have a bad time. Oh boy. Oh, he's lost in Ishgard.
Well, he flew off into who knows where.
Oh yeah, the sword. Oh, he fell in the Ishgard, maybe?
Yeah, that's the thing. He fell, and he was like, what's this over here? To the north? A cold wasteland? Maybe we'll have another adventure there. And then it Hildebrand will return? Question mark.
Invitation of Lord Edmund. Oh, That's serendipity. Let's see what Matt Klein's got up to this time. I know that joke. A gazebo is dangerous and runs amok. Oh. Well, that's not who I expected to see.
That's not Hildebrand.
Not at all. But I'm glad he's back.
What's more surprising is that he's wearing full clothes.
Yeah, it's quite a contrast. So you don't realize how tall he is exactly until like Nashu's standing next to him. Oh, he started to do squats at him. Are you gonna dare take this man in trial by combat? I can't help but notice that while he's wearing like a full tilt, like big woolly coat and everything, he's not wearing like full chargers underneath that.
Nope, he's not.
Alright, Falcon's Nest. You just love the mental image of that guy realizing he would have to take him to try that combat while Godward's already started squatting because he just knows. He just senses it. Redwald. Yep, he's taking the coat off, and while he's wearing a shirt, is just shorts, no trousers.
Well, now he's in his shorts again.
Sir, there's been no heretical misdeeds, almost like, you know, the heresy has ended and everything is stopped.
But no, the Inquisition's still on. Don't worry about it.
And he said, be sure to dress appropriately for the weather, and only Godbert nodded. It's the little details. Alright. Let's see where our madman's got to. Alright, this is a good ways out too.
He flew really far.
He really did. There's also begs the question of what happened to the sword.
We, just to, you know, put the physical distance in your mind, we were in the South Shroud when he took off.
Fucking Jesus. So, I love it. After nodding that he must dress appropriately for the weather, Godbert is now taking the shirt off.
Well, hang on. First he had a full coat, and he took the coat off, and he took the shirt off.
He's just gonna work his way down to the Fundashi. No worries, Hammer. Thanks for coming out and watching. Sleep well. God, I hope this each scene we see him, he just loses another bit of clothing. The shoes are gonna go next. He's gonna be walking around barefoot. Pardon me. Oh. It's a zombie. Oh, the gentle dead man. Yeah, that's right, actually. That's a fortress with frozen zombies on it.
Yeah.
And we cleared it, so he's dead in it. Well, I wonder if that line changes if you haven't done Dusk Vigil. I don't think zombies are dragons, so I think you're shit out of luck. Don't call it a comeback. Ha. He's been here for years. Or, months, I suppose, actually.
You know, I was just in an in-room doing something, and I
Mm-hmm.
feel like I forgot to mention once, did you know you can actually add windows in interior decorating for your housing?
I didn't know, actually.
You can, and the part I find funny about it is the fact that the description for at least one of the windows I know pretty much gives away how windows work in interiors in this game.
Yeah.
Because the description is basically like, this isn't a real window to look outside. It's actually just a light source that is based on the time of day. And I was like, they're logicking how you could add windows, but I'm pretty sure that you just basically told us how all windows work in the game.
That's funny. Revealed a gentle development trick.
It's a good trick.
It is, to be fair. It's a nifty way of doing it. Oh. Well. Fluffy man-shaped gazebos. Gentleman gazebos. Don't even question it, just go for it. Gentlemanly legs.
If he's been there for months, I'm afraid he may be dead this time.
To be honest, I'm not sure he actually can die at this point.
It might be impossible.
Camera shift, that's funny. Just hibernating. Oh, it's all off. Fucking my phone so much. They added physics to his wife to make it just flap all over the place.
Now he's just deeper in the ground.
One more time. Vivi? What? You gonna suplex Vivi into existence? Just dancing behind him. I like that. He goes, why do I feel like I've stepped into an alternate reality where logic doesn't exist? Looks at us and we just stare ahead, unblinking.
You have now entered the comedy area.
It's a mammoth designed like Vivi. Oliver just takes the hammer to it. It does that little hat shift and everything, bless.
Mammoths are little robots in this game world of Final Fantasy XIV.
It makes sense. He fixed them, but Vivi is like the best character in Final Fantasy IX. I lost my memory more times than I can remember. That's such a line. Young Gigi. It's the sign of all mammoths milk. A new Shadow Man. Nefarious criminal. An eccentric curiosity. Oh, nice. The text for that almost seemed like a call to our mysterious Shadow Man, the wanker, even though it's something else.
Yeah.
Gazebo near Fort Tom Manor. path, but it'll work out. I'm trying to fathom, like, what... It's like, very clearly VV, so I'm trying to fathom, like, how much this is going to reference 9 in particular, and what they're going to do with it. Because I'm kind of like, where could you go with this? I'm also not sure we should leave it in Brand's company. It's doing the motions now. God bless. And now the posing begins. So the miraculous resuscitation was literally a very fine craftsman repairing him. Hildebrand has become a father.
Hildebrand, dad.
My beloved son. I like that little touch. Sticks up for him, just especially because he is a son of Lord Godbert. He's fond of sons, is old Edmund. Bless. Oh, that's gonna be a fun touch, I think. Vivi was very fond of chocobos in 9. Look at him standing there, noble and powerful.
I'm here.
Firm and upright.
Hang on, I gotta do something real quick. Keep looking. Where is it? There we go.
The perfect gentleman. Just a little distressed. Just a bit.
Well, let me see if. Hang on, and.
Restored. Back to full power.
Yes.
Splendid specimens of horse-bird flesh. Fucking sentence. Horse-bird flesh is like horse-bird and horse-bird flesh are the only way I'm gonna refer to chocobos from now on. Sniff the chocobos. You're responsible for everything that's about to happen, sir.
All of it.
Are we actually gonna go down Vivi's character arc across all of 9? That would be great, but also I can't say I'd ever expect to have seen that in the comedy area. All things considered.
I figure they wouldn't really know where else to put Vivi in the rest of the game, though. It would be out of place.
Yeah, I suppose. Fair point.
Like, just by virtue of being the comedy area also means that the more out of the aesthetic references can be made.
That's a good point, actually. So we had ultras and shit in the previous comedy area.
And Gilgamesh was there. The guy.
The guy. I do like this line as well. So they're complaining and it's going, receive your orders that in your heretic meet your quota. The Inquisition had a quota. That explains a lot.
Like the police.
Yeah.
But yeah, you couldn't introduce Gilgamesh in the main story quest and say, take this guy seriously.
You really couldn't, no. Oh no. Oh, what do you know? You fixed it so casually. Divine your knowledge of miracle. Oh. Rebelling stage. Hello, Luigi. Speaking of sons, hello. Oh, with that, I'll be back in like a minute because I have to go check Luigi's food and everything because he's coming this week.
Okay.
Give me a minute. Let's go. Where is theirs?
I said it.
Yep.
I said it before, but Luigi squeaks sometimes border on monkey sound.
I do have it, yeah.
Monkey!
Turn back.
I wasn't even referencing that when I was referencing Dennis Hopper in the Super Mario Brothers movie. Monkey!
I would not presume to know his feelings ere he voiced them explicitly. Oh boy. Mandeville weighs subtlety in all things. I'm fucking sure it is.
I've met writers who use subtlety and they're all cowards.
I love that mind. Back to wandering the wastes. They fucking killed him with superpowered snowballs. She's
They're
killing.
too powerful.
She's killing Condor with snowballs. It also killed several deer. went headfirst into the earth on no fewer than 24 occasions. Why are you nodding? Oh, he's behind me. That's fucking beautiful. I love that. He believes Godward has true power over life and death.
Not entirely incorrect.
It's true, he definitely has power over death, for sure. You him naked.
But just like the face, he's not done yet.
Like the braver. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus.
Yes.
I'm trying not to laugh too hard because people are sleeping.
This one certainly has hit you in the funny bone.
Oh, God. Oh. I don't know how, but somehow it became more of a shitpost. The fucking face. Oh god, he really is a mandible now. Oh.
big fan of when he was just a small man for a second there before it turned back.
Yeah. It's like a rogated body scaled down to tiny.
It also makes me think that they had to make like a headpiece mask for a Rogadin body that was worn in that cutscene.
You're right, actually, yeah.
But I don't think you can get it.
Oh. Imagine if you could, though.
I'm not 100% certain on it. I'm like, yeah, they had to put a mask on a regular character for that scene to work.
I'm not sure that I'm ever gonna get over, like, naked, buff, giant, like, muscle-bound VV being a actual thing that has happened in actual Final Fantasy.
I feel like it has, it does more. Like, I thought it was really funny, but I feel like it does even more for you because you're like, hey, my favorite game is Final Fantasy IX.
Yeah. Like, I can't quite convey to you how it feels to see a character I really adore from a thing whose like story and his personal story as well that means a lot to me emotionally just sizing up in a giant naked muscle bound version and then clotheslining a man in slow motion in an actual honest to god real canonical Square Enix release.
Yes! It's like that Twitter account, Tiny Head, Big Body.
Is there a warrior skin that's just her frying pan for the axe?
No.
Oh.
I'm not old, she says as she slowly turns into a corn cob. Big drill tweet energy.
Really is.
However, that 100% is with the warrior effect when you go into like the crazy mode.
Yeah. I've heard tales of Dark Knights before, but no, it could not be.
Yeah, inner release. That's what the name. I wanted to say berserk, but I was like, no, wait, that's the name of the move before it turns into the full move that gives you the glowing eyes and everything. Inner release.
Order of Shadowy Mages. 3 in number. It's all red and blue. If the third one is yellow, I may be about to flip a different kind of shit. That's the foundation. I'm just gonna say my guess out loud in case it gives you like internal laughter. But if this ends up with like the comedy boss fight is like the fucking Black Waltz trio, I'm going to flip shit.
That's a 9 reference?
Yep.
Again, that's one I haven't played. I'm looking to get to it eventually, though.
Aye. Don't worry, but they come in pretty early into the game, like, you know, not long into disc 1. I'm glad Bob BB was there and close out credit. Gazebo to call our own.
Again, though, like, it was super funny to me, but I feel like there's additional psychic damage it did to you.
There is, yes. If you, yeah, you don't because you haven't played it yet, but if you ever do, just, you know, think back on giant, naked, buff, muscle-bound Vivi clotheslining a man. It was, fuck me, that's just a, you know, the brain has been split in two.
Like, all I've heard, isn't Vivi's storyline kind of like a more somber one?
Yes, it's a very, in a game that is actually like pretty somber a lot of the time, his is like among the high end of it. A lot of the themes and all are pretty, like, you know, somber, pretty sad about identity and such and all. And, you know, then we have him here in 14, naked, buff, clotheslining a man in the comedy area.
It's Hildebrand, everybody. That's what it does. That's what it does to people.
Oh Lord. I can't stop thinking. It's just kind of like, man, that is. Cause this isn't like, you know, an internet shitpost would be one thing. You know, someone's comedy thing, it's like, aha, whatever. You know, I would laugh my ass off probably, but it would just be a
This
thing.
is a product that Square Enix has sold for money.
Yes. They made it themselves and sold it for money. It's not even like a jokey spin-off thing either. It's Final Fantasy 14.
It's in the main series. Top billing.
Top billing. One of the best, like one of the biggest moneymakers they have going right now, even. Things will never be the same. Oh, Lord.
Naoki Yoshida knows what the Final Fantasy fans would like.
He really does. Tax avoidance. Oh, pardon me. Where the wild rose blooms. How do you know that phrase?
Urianger was actually involved in Hildebrand in 1.0. So maybe that's how he knows, I don't know.
Maybe. Cut it off. You could have died, sir. You could have died. It's just a risk that happens at any time. Oh, she doesn't know that he's dead. That's unfortunate. None of them, I guess, we haven't told them the Heavensward are dead, or at least they don't know.
It's more so that, like, there are still people who idolize the Heavensward, and they're like, yeah, we're still alive, and like, what?
Ah. Pity he too remains missing. Okay. It's tremendously important. Never ever call her that. Place called Idleshire. Idleshire. I was right enough. That was in the image.
Yeah.
Well, it feels familiar, does it? Now she wants to own a goblin. That's not good. Sarah thought his dick would be bit off on the way out here. Julian just killed her way through it all for them, bless. Through here. The same old lady. It's a curious one. was about to be like, that isn't Scythe, is it? But no, that would be Scythe. You know, Slovaks. Hmm.
As far as I can tell, him knowing slow fix isn't actually something that happened in 1.0. It's just
Okay.
prior. It's prior. So even the before times than that.
The deep backstory.
One of those classic, coincidentally 6 years ago, a year before Final Fantasy XIV First Edition.
Hildebrand's got a house.
I think you mean a gazebo.
A gazebo. A giant gazebo.
That's the two standout jokes in this one. Big Vivi and gazebos.
Julian's also calling it a gazebo. Bless. Well then.
Now that's gonna be on the side of that house forever.
Bless. Julian says there's no place to raise a child. I'll have you know, there was a very perfectly good orphanage I brought into extreme wealth around here. Don't trust anyone over 60.
Well, of course, but what's the quest about?
Uh-oh. Is that because he tripped, which video is prone to do, or did he get knocked over?
I think he tripped.
That's a fun little thing. That is a good camera shot, that big panning one. He's done an amazing job of making them look very old. Gone Spark. He hasn't cured his incontinence, oh dear. You should feel ashamed of your words and deeds. Yeah, that tweet would have happened by now, actually, so...
Look at this jump.
I know, right? Uh... Did he just die mid-jump?
He might have died mid-jump again. He might have suffered a heart attack from the jump.
Okay, there he is.
Better hope that doesn't happen to you someday.
Well, it's fine. We're going in the storm plus I'm fighting die in the spear.
At least for now.
At least for now, yeah. Just, just for a bit.
Flashback to those good memories we have of Orland.
Oh. Yeah, he probably seriously just died mid-jump. He's only mostly dead.
Yeah, this guy's a white mage. Maybe he's not fully dead. Maybe there's a chance he'll be fine.
He doesn't seem so confident. Oh. Didn't realize it was him he was talking about. Just tried to summon a demon. Vortex of the biting wind is the... You cast arrow on the body. Oh, he lives.
I guess it won't come back. The false alarm, everybody. He didn't die, but it was a close. But it was a close call there.
It was a fucking very close call there. Of course.
Oh no.
Ah, yes. Almighty Black Mage, Doris.
So yeah, it wasn't 3 mages. It was 2 mages
And
and a dragoon.
Yeah, Dragoon.
Yep. Also, it wasn't your prediction, unfortunately.
Ah, well.
But you know, reddish, blue, and yellow. That is just like a pretty color combination.
Yeah, because the Black Waltz trio were trio Black Mages, one specialized in fire, one blizzard, one thunder. That was their gimmick.
Red Pikmin, blue Pikmin, yellow Pikmin. A bomb!
Smoke bomb. They're very slowly getting away. Twitching. Wait. What do you mean you will fight? Oh god. Okay. Sure, we'll do it your way. Remind me again why we didn't just, you know. In some ways, this whole set is more ridiculous than the first set.
I think so. I think I think the first set was so well received that everyone was like, do it even more. Get wilder.
Yeah. Let's do this as a gentleman do. She will go and stalk and subdue him and steal his armor. Oh boy. Okay. So, yeah, I'm not even gonna say we're gonna have a Dragoon duel. I'm going to walk up and I'm going to poke him. If that.
He's gonna fall over.
Take your armor off, I guess I should have expected massaging to come back into it. What's another theme of this?
A key element to any good Hildebrand story.
Oh, no, it's poke it. I'm gonna do it probably 3 times. His soft soaring suddenly stops and you begin to feel your born witness to his final moments. Seems to be a repeated concern with this man.
He's old.
Perhaps too old.
Too old to be dragooning in these parts.
Leave at the mercy of nearby ravenous bears and tentacled morbles. May he rest in peace. Oh, Jesus.
Surely he'll die this time.
I love just... No, these are not jokes I expected a game like this to make, as well as guess how I'll put it. Oh god, I can't help but wonder what the inevitable comedy side quest in 16 is gonna be like. Every Final Fantasy has one or two. Well, this ought to be good.
I remember the last time Hildebrand tried subterfuge. It went great.
It went great. I know he's got to take a piss every hour. Oh lord, he didn't even try any makeup. Oh, bollocks. Animation. He assumes he's dying. Jesus. The jiggling of the jowls. Vivi. So it is Vivi.
A mammoth named VV, not necessarily Final Fantasy IX VV,
Yeah.
but it's the reference.
Also, a creation of the great Charlayan Archmagus Quan. Quan was Vivi's grandfather in 9. Adoptive grandfather in 9. Quan was not human as well. Oops. Shit. It's a rather stark difference. A little bit. It's also interesting that the comedy area quest also is about a robot that turns back time.
Yeah, like Alexander, but different,
But different.
with a tinge of Final Fantasy IX flavor.
Yeah. Hello. Is it because I'm making noise? You wondering why I'm up, are you, Luigi? Oh. Keep the righteous path and only utilizes traditional methods of zombification to raise the dead. Foundation. Sir's interest in this. The amount of goblins dancing next to him is slowly increasing.
That's a good thing, right? I think so.
Maybe. Why that guy's wife got a credit? Ah, ancient lag again. You're philosophical about the use of reversal magics. Sir has finally seen the light. It is fitting and funny that the Ishgardian Inquisition is on its way out very clearly, and I imagine it probably will not survive much longer. Considering that's what counts for an Inquisitor. Alright. I do like when she's here and now she talks like a goblin. It's a fun thing. Tail feather. That's a lovely image. Holy probably grew up in the saddle, gave him his therm thighs and buttocks. Thanks. Yeah, at least chocobo riding makes a man of a man of you. Sick. Fucking things.
I stepped away from a moment. I'm back.
No worries. Things are popping up on Windows.
Not Windows. Does it want you to update something?
No, it's a fun thing I've discovered where my mom uses my Xbox Live account to download stuff on the Windows 10 store, like puzzle games and such. So its achievements pop up on my on my computer whenever as she gets them. I've managed to like stop the siren, but
So you get Candy Crush 32 super AAA rank notifications.
basically, yeah. Like an achievement for like you've cleared all of like the hard mode puzzles in like Microsoft Jigsaw. It's a comical one.
My parents gave me some French fries.
Nice. Good French fries.
They're crunchy.
That's a good French fry, I think. Oh, we're about to watch these jackasses die trying to fight. We've been off there. Luigi, control yourself.
It's that kind of French fry where the outside is like a big old crunch, but then it's the soft potato in the inside.
Mm. That is a good one. We'll have to forgive the pawing at boxes. He's bored, and I'm making noise at a time of night where everyone else is sleeping or calmed down a bit. So he's kind of, what are you doing? Why are you doing this?
That makes you interesting.
He's inside TL filler. We probably should go over there and stop them from embarrassing themselves. Last thing we need is Hildebrand kicking off the Dragon Song War again. Well, there's the Dragoon.
You know, this Dragoon and Hildebrand have something in common.
They do.
They hit the ground really hard.
But stay firmly upright, nonetheless. I kind of saw that coming. I realized, looking at it, I was kind of like, he didn't take the armor off, did he? The lighting all just lit up when Godbird's line appeared, and I half expecting this to be shining as he walked over.
No, it just became 6 a.m. in game time. So that's 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. is the day and night transition, respectively.
That's fun. That was perfectly timed. Then.
There's no daylight savings time in Eorzea.
So it's a blessed land of sense.
It's a land where if it's 6 a.m., there's also not really seasons though either. It's exactly 6 on the dot and exact for both day and night.
Getting blasted by a Bahamut, those things to your world, I guess.
Just consistently the same angle from the sun.
His eyes have become pointy. They're going to kill Nidhogg. I killed Nidhogg quite a while ago. Harris Belgar, oh boy. Oh. Also known as VV, but his secret is safe with you. Bless. Oh.
Do it again.
This is a bomb which transcends time and space and personal boundaries. You would make me do it too, wouldn't you? Just right here in front of everyone. Grease me up, woman. Salamanderville. Legends Return. Oh god, we're going to unleash the Super Mandeville 2 state.
I feel like, respectively, Hildebrand is Super Manderville, Godbert is Super Manderville 2, and Julian earlier when she had the giant frying pan and the inner release from Warrior, that's Super Manderville 3.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah. Once more, with feeling. Oh, it'd help us if anyone else ever achieves the power of Super Mandible 3.
And what Ultra Instinct or any of that would be beats me at this point.
Super Mandible God. Probably if he comes back after this, in the next expansion after Shadowbringers, is when he achieves Super Mandible God. Steward in Shadow. Still gray-haired.
I mean, Harshaphon had gray hair, but he was a youthful guy.
Well, his was kind of tinted a bit greeny as well.
Yeah.
It's a little evil eyes. They really want to start all this shit over again. Well, time to die. The ultimate end. Aren't you funny? He's doing it. He's achieving this thing. Or is he?
Now he's about to get beat up.
Yeah, they're just unloading on him. Oh my god. His wife comes in for the final. The screen break effect.
They got 2 uses out of that effect.
activate his Zenkai boost. Huh. Excellent. He is the ideal Mandaruma. The ideal Hildebrand.
He can't be changed because he's the way he's supposed to be.
Dirty, tattered, beaten, but ever a Mandaruma. Every waking moment is as the gods intended. Ah. Make things the way you believe they should be. You know what the funniest bit is?
What?
In some ways that does align with his story arc in 9. Not completely,
Not entirely.
but it does touch on one of the core themes. And that's fucking funny. Shit. Pose. Oh, time reverse. Why is his armor gone again?
That's the way Vivi figured he was meant to be.
Godbert has nothing on, because that's the way Vivi envisions him to be. She's in super... Perfect. I like how she's still just like that. Squats carry dust clouds. You decided now is the moment to say it. Bless. Like little sellotape patches on his broken monocle. Perhaps one day we'll meet young Gigi again. Final Fantasy main theme.
They certainly like to do it for triumphant endings.
Even his mama's come around. Oh, he just killed himself. Oh, you can see the subtle shot of her changing when.
Instant transmission.
And away he goes. At least we saw what landmass he hit this time. Oh, straight through.
Yeah, he went even through it.
A curious light in the far eastern skies. It is so familiar scent. The far east, you say?
And then he Superman poses and flies off.
Just away he goes. We probably could have told Hildebrand that. Ew. You got yourself a free horse.
Seer gets to be Hildebrand's butler at the Hildebrand house.
uh,
That pan has not returned to its normal size.
no, it hasn't. That makes me kind of wish it was a skin for a weapon. God bless.
Change the world. My final message. Goodbye.
Oh. How you doing, sir? Salting Inspector. Oh. You can have an explanation for why you have a minion home. Credits.
The end.
The end. That was brilliant. It did untold psychic damage, but also delighted me in ways that I did not expect to be delighted. Told some fucking funny jokes too, it must be said.
I think the biggest laugh lines for you have, again, they're just big VV.
Yeah, but
also Orland died in midair.
that was something.
Hildebrand is always a good time because he's always a funny man.
It really is. Developers just get to be fucking unhinged.
And like I said, it's where you can make the references that are kind of out of the scope of the main game.
Yeah.
Like, because it is odd for VV to be in the jokes, but also it would be just as odd for him to like pop up in the story.
Yeah. Hildebrand will return.
He will.
He will.
But when they say Hildebrand will return, in Stormblood, then he doesn't return in Shadowbringers.
Well, maybe the one after. Here's hoping. To be fair, seeing that one, it becomes a bit more understandable how like we don't know how to continue or do this, because that's a hard one to top. I feel like
it's not we don't know how to top it. It's more we're out of ideas at the moment, and we'd rather just do we'd rather just make the other stuff and put like the resources into that.
That's fair. I think that's pretty fair. Yeah, that's valid. That was fucking marvelous scene. Lord.
Yeah. And now you got a minion.
I got a minion. I'm not gonna be able to stop thinking about giant muscled BB. That's just gonna haunt me for the rest of my days.
The worst part is if you replay Final Fantasy IX, you'll have to think about it now.
I'll have to think about it. Jesus.
Also, I was surprised that you immediately like called out, that's VV when he popped out of the ground.
Yeah.
I was like, that's just the Final Fantasy Black Mage design. I was like, oh, I finally realized it's the pants.
It's the pants. Yep, VV's pants are very distinctive. It's a mix of like the pants, the hat, because he's got the little band at the top, and his coat is a bit, it's a unique version of it, so to speak. No, it's usually not a coat, it's usually a robe.
It's the fun pants.
But it really is mainly the pants. I do love he does the wee head turn as well, the wee hat adjust. Bless. But no, the being a character dear to me from my favorite game of all time, I'd recognize those pants anywhere. I'd recognize that mage anywhere.
It was just a fast call.
I do know my 9. It's funny how, like, there's like now a curious pattern of when Vivi shows up in like other Square Enix works, it's usually in some cosmic form. Because he shows up in Kingdom Hearts 2, and I can only really describe it as he becomes Yoda for a bit. Like, prequel using a lightsaber Yoda.
That didn't happen in this one.
No, and this one went even further beyond. Oh, Lord. Sometimes I wonder what Square Enix internally thinks about Vivi based on these things.
The antics we have seen here today also reminds me of that one tweet, which I believe you retweeted once, where it shows the different Final Fantasy teams. It shows Nomura, kind of like brooding,
Yeah.
and then it shows the Final Fantasy 14, and they're surrounded by plushies, and Yoshi P's there, and one guy is cosplaying.
Yes, I remember that tweet. I feel like that just gets ever more accurate the more I see of this. Honestly.
These are the chuckle fucks we decided makes Final Fantasy 16.
God bless, honestly.
Let's hope it turns out good.
I'm reasonably confident. Oh. Alright then. The best bit of that is I'm gonna, after this, go tell David, like, hey, the Heavensward Hildebrand quest, so, like, once you've beaten patch story, that starts in Ishgard's market, and then I'm just gonna sit back and wait. Because he also played 9, not by recommendation, he was very fond of it as well. Not as much as, not like, oh, it's my favorite game ever like I am, but was very taken by it, so I'm just gonna sit back and wait.
Oh yeah, you're there though now. Stormblood, it's begun.
It's begun. So goodbye to Dragoon for a bit. I think that's where I'll leave us. Thank you, Evan, for playing and listening to my deranged cackling as the game just unleashed upon me.
I think I mostly just played when we did the New Year's thing.
Yeah. And then
I finally just moved from that bridge.
and then you got a show. Yeah.
But it was around my estimate. That was like, we did like 40 to an hour for the New Year's thing. And just our intro stuff and just talking, whatever.
Yeah.
It's been about, according to your timer, 3.5 hours.
Yeah. So yeah, it was pretty much on point. Yeah, like 2 hours. 2.5.
2.5.
There was. I also had to like break and go to tend to Luigi a wee bit. It only took a few minutes, but still. Yeah.
Stormblood.
Stormblood. I'll be next time, which will probably be next weekend, so we can have a good old whack at it. Alright. Alright. Stream it, and good night.